Silpa, thank you so much for taking the time to join. I know I am excited for you. You are also very, very excited. This
Yeah.
is so one of this is the goal of every coach or tutor or mentor, right? To make sure that
Yeah.
we work together to achieve a goal, an end goal in mind. So we're just
Yeah.
gonna go through a couple of questions. Can you share with me exactly where you were in your career before joining the Clinical Research Accelerator program?
So, so when I was joining, the questions I had is like, why is my resume not getting picked? I do have work experience. I have a lot of things. I have education qualification, but why is my resume not going to the right manager or the team? That's why I was started looking out for a coach. Where that's how we connected in LinkedIn. And from the day one, after we had a brief call, I understood that you are the right person. And before, what I did is I generally do a lot of research. So you know me now
Yeah.
how I am. So before connecting with you, I also spoke to previous students of yours. So I they gave a very good feedback about you. That's how I was like, okay. So at that point of time, I already spoke to somebody who was charging a amount which was not in my pockets at all. Even if I go work for 3 4 years, I am not ready to pay that amount. And when I came to you, it was very affordable, and you were, and I was able to see you were a genuine coach who was trying to help a person. So from that, not my resume not picking, from there to my resume picking, the lot of recruiters started calling me. It was like, wow. So you helped me to work on my resume. We worked to and fro. So you are such a person that when I need help, immediately you were there for me. You reply back to me, and when you ask something, I do it immediately. So we had a very good. We were actually a good team. We worked accordingly like that, and my resume was gone to different companies, top companies in Nashville. So yeah, that's how it started.
I am very excited because I love the fact you are of course I've come to know you as a very detail oriented person,
Yeah,
which is exactly what we need in clinical research, right? We need somebody who is proactive, somebody who can go in the industry and look and poke around, right, and ask questions.
yeah,
I'm very glad that you're able to do that. And you mentioned that one of your frustrations were that your resume wasn't
yeah,
getting attention, and that's the
yeah.
problem that many people face because they may have all the right things on the resume, but the resume is not getting the attention. So that seems to be one of the major problems that you had, right?
Yes,
But what prompted you to actually make the decision to invest? Okay, I know when we spoke first, then you took a little bit, then you just come in one
yeah.
morning and said, okay, really, let's do it. I'm all in.
So my at that point of my biggest problem was I was financially not sound even now. So I was like, should I invest whatever I have? So I also like to give this as a tip to people. So I was doing a part-time job. So whatever money I got, I put into this course. So I was putting a lot of hard work into this, and that was only reason I was hesitant, because I already paid so much money on another course. I have a
Mm,
certification on that. So already I've done it. So this is not new to me. I've already done it. But I was not getting any mentorship in that program. For
mm,
so anybody who's trying, so basically just for people to know, I was somebody from HR to clinical research. My transition was a different thing. So when I was using the other platform, and it was good, but did I get the mentorship there? No. For a person like me, I need somebody to guide me where I can go, what is my mistake, what I can align to. So as I mentioned in my feedback, no, I know things, but I wanted somebody to guide me where I going. It is in the right path or it's wrong. Am I doing too much or this is enough? So those were the things you were able to help me with, and that's how then I thought, yeah, you're the right person. And I just believed my gut, and I spoke to my family. They were like, if you believe it is good, you go ahead. And that's how I'm here and we are having this conversation. Yeah,
mm. I'm glad because that you mentioned you are from HR. Like
yeah,
you had no medical background, like nothing
yeah,
before, but you are already sitting at right now. You have an offer letter sitting for a clinical research position that you're
yeah,
excited about. And you also
yeah,
mentioned something which I think is very important because this is one of the things I see in the industry. People are getting a lot of training. They get trainings, but they don't get the support that they need.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because at the end of the day, you have people that are coming from different parts, different industries. Like you're
yeah.
from HR, like okay, then you got a training, but because you didn't get the support, you didn't have the mentorship, that was what fell through the cracks. And some of the people have a lot of frustrations with that, right?
Yeah, right, right. So, see, being in HR, I bring a lot of skills which is aligned to clinical research. I know that, but I cannot shout out to people and say like I'm very dedicated person, or I am a trustworthy person, I'm proactive. People not know it, right? So how can I market myself is what we spoke, and we were able to do that successfully. And yeah, so I will tell people again and again, it's just not that if Rudy is there to help you, he can help you, but you have to work with him. If he's asking you to do something, do it. If you're not doing that and then you say that this is not helping you, that will not work. So just work along with Rudy, and he's going to be there for you or every single time. And you have been there. I know I am a task master. Like when I want something, I want it. So I know I'm a tough person, but you have been with me. Like no, and you're very genuine. I can say that to people. You're very genuine. You want everybody in your program to get placed. You genuinely want that, and I hope you continue that for long years. That same genuinity what you have, because I don't see that with a lot of people. People do it for just money. That somebody getting a job, when I wanted to be in a HR role, my first thing was I wanted to give jobs to people. That was like,
Yes.
everybody needs a job. That is very important. So people in a
Yes.
middle class life, job is everything for them. So that's how I went to HR, and I can see that genuinity in you too. So I just want you to continue whatever you have. That don't miss that genuinity. Rest everything you know clinical research in and out. But if you lose that genuinity in future, no, like a lot of top company, there are a lot of top companies I have spoke to before enrolling for this course, so I know how it is. So yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much for that. That actually almost brought me tears. But you talked a lot about the genuinity, which I think I know. I'm just to be honest, I'm just being myself. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
again, like you said, you went to HR because you want to be able to support somebody get a job. When my son asks me, Daddy, are you going to the office? I say, yeah, I'm going to work to hope somebody can get a job, right, to feed their family because
yeah.
that are the challenges that each individual is going through. But I wanted to pivot a little bit on something. Did you feel did you feel supported throughout the entire program?
Yes, from day one till the day last, I had immense support from you, and not just you, the other people who were around. So when there was a time I went for an interview, it didn't go through. There were friends who motivated me, and there were you told don't give up, go ahead. So at that point of time, you need a push. So I was like, because this is not the one interview I'm giving. I'm giving so
Yeah,
many interviews, then
yeah.
you go, you get rejected because, and you know that you are capable of doing it. So we all have that problem, so we're going to face every day. So even tomorrow I'm going to work, I'm going to face that. But whatever you taught me or whatever you told me, that is there in my back of my mind, it really pushed me to go and submit my resume after I got rejected to the next job. So I didn't stop there. After I come, I again search, I apply on the way. When I was on the way from that particular, I again apply for a job. So I never gave up. So that really, because there was a team to help me, you were there to help me. Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. Like because a career cannot be achieved by a single person, right? That's why we need that support. That's why I always like us to be in a team. We have that on our WhatsApp group chat that we
Yeah.
communicate. Everybody is there. We ask questions and we jump on it. So I know that it was very exciting when you mentioned to me that you've gotten this offer. I almost jumped off my chair, but I could only imagine what that was for you, right?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the role, maybe the title. I don't have to
Yes.
mention the company.
Yeah.
Where is it located, and how do you feel about it?
So I write this at this point of time. I'm not telling the company's names, not because of anything else. So I have previously worked this company when I was in HR, but there is a problem with this firm. They have small projects. Suddenly they'll close it, and I want to work at least for a few months and then tell out the name. So that's why. And so the role is clinical research coordinator one. That's the role. And it is not a entry level role. It's between an entry level and experience role. And I'm going to work in cardiovascular department. And it is basically clinical, and they also have what is that called? Machineries. So industrial and clinical, they have both. So I think I'll have a good experience because it's going to be two things in under one roof, and I'm going to work with people who have 10 plus years experience. I'm very excited on that part. And I was like, from the day when I'm telling them I'm ready to do anything, learn how much ever knowledge you have, please give it to me. It's like that. So, and I see it seems to be a good team, and I don't know much because I haven't joined yet, but I'm looking forward. Yeah.
Excited, excited. So, when you had that offer letter, when you get that notification on your phone, I know that when they had after that last interview, you told me, really, I don't want to tell anybody yet. I just want to make sure everything
Yeah.
works out.
Yeah.
So when you had that offer letter, how was that? How was like what was the feeling?
So my feeling was like I was actually numb. I was not. I was scared. Like I was like still 23rd. I'm like very scared. I don't know. Still, I'm not able to express myself very happy because I like, you wait for something for a long time.
Mm,
So this company was one of the top companies in my list. So I have a list of company which I wanted to go and to see how it
right,
is. This was
right.
one of that. And getting industrial and clinical experience together and under one roof, it's going to be amazing. So altogether is good. And so all these things came and settled in one point. Now I'm like, I'm not able to. I'm actually numb now. I don't know how to express it. I'm in a shock, and I'm very thankful to God every single minute of this journey because it is tough. Every day is tough because it's very challenging. A lot of formalities, a lot of background check, that this, and a lot of things happening. But I'm very grateful and thank God for every single moment of what happened. So so there was a time I was no, I'm very spiritual. So I talked to God and I was asking him, I'm putting a lot of hard work. Why are you not giving back to me? What did I do wrong? Tell me that. So after this few days, I got an answer from Mandible. I was like, okay, you're listening to me. Thank God. Like either you listen to me, God, either I'm going to pester you. That was a conversation I have with God is like this. So I have put my work God has given me. He showed me you. So it is all aligned. That's what I believe. So, sorry, I talk a little spiritual. So please ignore
No,
that.
no, no, no. You're totally fine. I mean, everybody believe whatever they believe, but I'm very glad that all of it, everything else, everything came
Yeah.
together. You know,
So,
I think it's a good piece because sometimes people may feel like maybe only my resume needs to get me a job. Only
no.
my, but it comes back to everything, everything
Yeah.
that you are.
Yeah, just one more thing. So I remember you telling me you have to be very active on LinkedIn, talking to people, connecting. So from the next day I started that. Not even next day, the very night I started doing that. That really reflected. So my resume was seen by this recruiter after I had a conversation in LinkedIn. So
Wow,
I took 3 or 4 times to text her in a periodical basis. Like I took at least 3 days gap initially. Then I took a 2 days gap when she was not replying. I
right,
understood that she's not very active in LinkedIn.
right.
Then I was trying to do what all I can. Then I replied. I put something on a wall. Then I spoke to her. So whatever I could, I tried, and that's how she noticed me. And she was like, "Okay, yeah."
Wow, that is amazing. Okay, what would you say to somebody who is considering to join the program but still a little bit hesitant on the first? What would you say to them?
So I would 100% say them if you are a kind of person you want a job and you're ready to dedicate, then this program is right for you. So he Rudy is going to be there every single step, but what I understand is you have to be behind Rudy because he's there doing a lot of things. But when you ask something, he'll give it to you, and you have to reciprocate it. If you don't reciprocate it, it's not going to deliver. So I will 100% recommend to people to join this program. It's just not that clinical research. there is somebody who's going to be there to reform yourself, in a better way. So I being in a HR profile, I think I was thinking that I'm good at a lot of things, but when I started talking to you, I understood that there are gaps which I need to fill in. You
Phil.
helped me with that part. So people should, I would 100%, and I think the fees is reasonable considering the market, and it is good. So the only thing I request, the people who are coming to join, they can, so I will, I can give my LinkedIn ID to Rudy. You can send a message if you want to know more about it, but right this point of time I'm not able to give you my any other details, but I'm sure to help you in any point. So I know what is it, how hard it is to find a job, what a person thinks. I will be there for anybody. Even I don't know the face, I generally help people. So anytime you can connect me in LinkedIn, you can ask Rudy my LinkedIn ID. Yes.
Wow, this is great. Thank you so much, Sipa. And if you have to summarize, this is just the last one. If you have to
Yeah.
summarize your experience in 3 words, you summarize your entire experience in 3 words, what would it be?
So it's summarizing in 3 words is a little tough, but
Yes.
still I will try. It's this is an everyday process. You have to work every day, and you have to be consistent, and you have to learn every single day. Learning, consistent, and being proactive is the 3 words I can use. So this program is like that, and it's a wonderful platform where you are going to be there and surrounded with a lot of people, and you have different platform. So the learning platform is amazing. So there is, you feel like that somebody sitting in front of you and that they are teaching to you. So it's like that. And I'm an audio listener, I auditory listener. So I'm sometimes close my eyes and listen to his lecture. I feel like somebody is in just in front of me, and I'm learning from it. And you can go revisit it, and Rudy is going to check you every point of time. Sometimes he'll be little tough on you, but it is okay. That's because you are not being. I have not reached a lot of my goals. I'm still looking into the platform, reading again and again. So yeah, that's what.
That's awesome. I know. Sorry, one last thing. So our program is tailored for 10 weeks, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So I would say for by estimate, I think you got an offer like on week 9. Is that correct? Or was
yes.
it on week 10?
I think it started by 8th week. This took a long process. It almost one
Right,
and a half month. This went long and long because that's how the process goes in that company.
right.
Yes, so I was also having in my mind before this program gets over, I need to find the job.
You had a
So
time. You had a timeline.
yes, I had a timeline. By the time I finished this program, I wanted to get a job, was my timeline, and I've thankfully achieved it. And I don't take any credit, full credit on me. There are different things happen together, but I
Yes.
never gave up. So there was a time I felt very shattered, but I overcome that, and I again apply. If you just keep applying even after till I signed my offer letter, no, not even signed my offer letter, after everything got over, I was applying. So I was doing it consistently. So that's why I recommend to all people, because it's, you don't know what will go wrong, what will, so I have a negative and positive side of me always. So yeah, so Julie was telling to me that think positively, but basically I'm made like that. So
I mean,
I
it's human nature.
yeah, so I have a plan B or C always with me. Yeah.
It's good. Sipa, thank you so much. This has been very exciting. I'm sure that I'll be able to share your LinkedIn profile, your LinkedIn link to people who are interested to connect with you.
Sure.
I think that you'll be one of the best people. Again, it doesn't come by just learning from me as a coach, but really just also being proactive, right? And I think you really nailed that. Thank you so much. This has been an amazing conversation.
No problem. Thank you so much for everything you done to given to me as a coach, and I'll still continue to be your, a mentee. So I'm not going to leave this
The platform.
relationship we had as yeah, mentor and mentee. But yeah, I might trouble you again. Thank you so much, and wish you all the best for anything you're doing in your life.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.